Mow the yard. Maybe? Nah, I ain't doing this today. Nope. Not today. Sweep the driveway. Maybe. Nope. Install 3-inch exhaust on the Sonic? I can do that. Wait a minute. Make fun of Scotty Kilmer. Why would you do that? I got the ZZP exhaust probably a month ago. So it's just been staring at me, taunting me. I've got a few other ZZP parts that I want to put on this car before I tune it. But for now, we can just put the exhaust on. We don't need to tune it. And it should just sound a lot better. Right now, the stock exhaust sounds completely lame. It's really boring. It's tiny, boring, sad. Everything I don't want my exhaust to sound like, that's what it sounds like. So we're gonna put the biggest exhaust that ZZP sells on it because eventually I do plan on going with a bigger turbo and I wanna be able to take full advantage of that. So let's go ahead and crack this stuff open. Oh, everything that ZZP makes is beautiful, perfect, amazing. Their welds are flawless. I'll shill for ZZP all day long. Let's just get right into this. Immediately, right off the bat. Oh man, there she is. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, it is, it's nice. So this is the axle back. Let's go ahead and find the rest of this. We got a baggie of gaskets and studs with nuts, I believe. Or bolts. Bolts and a gasket. I believe these are clamps. Or one big clamp. It's got a clamp in there. Oh! Oh, we got a resonator. I did opt for the resonator. I don't want this to sound terrible. And when you put gigantic exhaust on small engines, they tend to sound terrible. So hopefully this will keep it from sounding bad. I had the 2.5-inch exhaust on my original Sonic and it sounded way better than it had any right to, and I think it has something to do with having a resonator. So I went ahead and opted for the resonator. I think it was about $200 more, or nearly $200 more, but in my opinion, your eardrums will thank you. Is this a converter? Did they actually put, wow, they put a catalytic converter in there. It's pretty interesting considering the car has a catalytic converter on it right now. So I wonder why they put this in here, but it makes me feel a lot better than running without a catalytic converter. Maybe there's a cat in the stock catback exhaust, because the whole name of the catback exhaust would have you believe that it is catalytic converter back. But this is definitely a catalytic converter, so if I eventually go catless downpipe, I won't feel so bad. There's a packing slip in here, but it's a list of all the other parts. I'm gonna go ahead and jack up just this side of the car. I don't think I need to jack up both sides. The exhaust exits on the driver's side, so there's nothing going on that right side, so I'm just gonna jack up the car on this side and hope it doesn't go anywhere. And nice and easy, but it's never easy. Just like when you get done peeing, make sure you give it a good shake. Better safe than sorry, better safe than crushed by a Sonic. Now for an under the car light, I just use this tube light that I have. I plug it in and slide it up underneath there. As you can see, the exhaust, oh wow, there is actually a catalytic converter in there. How about that? It does go all the way back and then it goes up over the rear axle. So we need to have some kind of cutting device, and that's where a Sawzall comes in. So let's go ahead and take it apart piece by piece. Man, that comes off really easy. Let's go ahead and take this hanger off. Well, maybe not. Maybe not quite yet. And for back here, we're gonna go ahead and use the universal tool. I don't think this is the right cutting blade for this. That doesn't matter because we got a whole package of these cutting bits. I think this is more better. Let's try this again. Now we can work on trying to get the resonator and rear cat out of there. Oops. Now that midsection is out, we can go ahead and take the rear section out. And I feel like I might have to open the garage door for that. That would require me to look at my neglected driveway, so I'm gonna try not to. Interesting how they chose to do this. Gook. More success. Now that we got this guy out, you can see just how big of a difference there is between these two exhausts. Like, I don't know if you've ever studied pi, but there's at least 1 million times more volume going through this bigger pipe than this smaller pipe. I don't believe ZZP sent us any exhaust hangers. I think we have to reuse our old ones. I'm gonna go ahead and put them on here first because I took them off with the old exhaust. And it seems like the logical thing to do. Whew, is it hot in here or is it just me? It's only the beginning of March, what gives? Ooh, not my perfect tip, oh God. I don't wanna ruin my tip. My tip is like all that matters, you know? Oh, God damn it, ZZP, if you made this so big that I have to lower something, I swear to God. I feel like I might have to let down this side of my axle, or at least both sides of my axle, just let them hang a little bit because I don't know if this is gonna fit in there. All right, so because the ZZP exhaust is so big, I'm gonna have to lower the left side of my rear axle, which isn't too big of a deal. Hopefully my Milwaukee impact could just take care of that too. It's just a little problem solver. Oh boy. Not enough problem solving power. That's okay, we have a bigger problem solver. I don't know if that's gonna be enough. Maybe I'll take the forward ones out. Will those affect my alignment? Probably. Go big or go home, kids. Just a little bit out, that's all I need. I really don't like how that's sitting on there. Oh boy, am I about to die for some 3-inch exhaust? It's okay, just don't get all the way underneath the car. Ah, see, it's that easy. Nothing difficult about that at all. Just go ahead and push these on there. Get that started. Well, I hope that's lined up there. I'm not cross-threading anything. That seems tight. I know I didn't take it off with this, but we're gonna send it. Easy peasy. Didn't even break a sweat. I don't know what you're talking about. Go ahead and put this guy under the car. I wonder if they want you to use their bolts, because right now there's perfectly good studs on that downpipe, so maybe this is for if you have like a ZZP downpipe or midpipe, you can put that on. Sure, we'll find out in the next like 5 minutes here. All right, so we got this clamp on here. We got that clamp on there. We're not tightening any of it quite yet. We're gonna make sure that it all fits together and then tighten it all up at once. I think my first attempt is gonna be putting the front in. I'm gonna go ahead and just use that gasket for right now. If it leaks, it leaks. I have plans for more exhaust parts in the future. Well, it's all in. I don't think it's all lined up perfectly, but it's all in. And that's all that matters for right now. Can we reuse these nuts? Yes. So we're gonna go ahead and reuse these nuts. Where'd I put my 13 nuts? No. On the extension the whole time. I'm gonna say that's good enough. If it leaks, it leaks. I'll die of carbon monoxide poisoning. So I got this exhaust clamp about where I want it. I think the exhaust tip should look pretty good with that there. From over here, it looks good. I know, looking at it from the back side, but I don't feel like going back there to check on it. I think it looks good from where I'm sitting. I don't feel it touching at all, so I'm gonna go ahead and tighten this one down. I don't like that at all. Let's try this one first. You can see right here how it's not dipping underneath there. I really hate that. I'm not sure if there's anything I can do about that. I really don't like that. It's not really a great way of doing this. I wish it was clamping a little bit more evenly back there, but it doesn't look like it wants to because this is bigger than that, so it's just gonna always clamp a little bit awkward. Oh well. I want to drive my car, and I'm impatient. Let's go ahead and clamp this one again. Exhaust moves pretty freely without hitting anything. That's a good sign. I think we're done under here. Or at least, I'm gonna let good be good enough. Oh yeah, look at that tip. All right, let's lower her down, fire her up. The only thing left to do now is fire it up. Before I do that, I wanna remind you guys to subscribe. I wanted to let you know that even ZZP subscribed to me. So that was a real honor. I have a ton more ZZP parts to install, so I look forward to seeing you again soon. And enjoy the noise, I guess.